hardest days. Hope still burns, it won't retire. This is me, my life rewired. I was broken, now I'm whole. Wrote new chapters for my soul. Not the end, just re-inspired. This is me, my life rewired.
Hi, I'm Rob,
And I'm Ashley.
and this is Life Rewired. Welcome back. Ashley, great to see you again.
Good to see you again.
Our video today is sponsored by Goli Gummies. If you would like to get in touch with them, there's a link below. Use the code LIFE-REWIRED at checkout to get an extra discount on your order. And I said all that to say this because today we're talking about vitamins and nutrition and all that. We're going to discuss vitamin B1, 2. Ashley,
B12.
thank you. Vitamin E, vitamin D, omega 3, fatty acid, creatine, magnesium, zinc. Help me with the next one.
Curcumin.
And we're not taking the last one because neither one of us can pronounce it. But anyway, before we get into all this, I want to encourage you guys that are new here to hit the subscribe button and leave a comment below. What that does is that helps our videos to be pushed out by YouTube to reach others who might need to see this content. So if you just do those two things, that's all we ask. You can throw a thumb up if you really like to. We just do not get mad if you like the videos. But we would really encourage you to hit subscribe and share it with somebody. You never know whose lives you might touch by just hearing this brief inspirational moment. So with having said that, I'm going to throw it over to Ashley because Ashley, you're going to break down the benefits of these vitamins that we are talking about today.
Okay, well, just for disclosure purposes, please make sure you consult with a healthcare official before, starting any new type of vitamin regimen. The first vitamin we will be talking about is vitamin B12. The benefits for vitamin B12 in terms of a brain injury is it may improve cognitive function and nerve repair after a traumatic brain injury. It can also be found in animal products and is also available as a supplement. If you do not want to take vitamin B12 as a supplement, you could also get it naturally through some of the foods you eat. This includes meat, poultry, fish, shellfish, eggs, and dairy.
Awesome.
Real exciting stuff here.
Did you say real sex?
The real exciting stuff. Get your mind out of the gutter.
It was so low, I thought you said real sex up here. Like, you're really wanting to push our videos out, aren't you? Yes, I'm leaving this in too. Proceed.
Vitamin E. Vitamin E is an antioxidant that may reduce inflammation and oxidative stress in the brain, which can be damaged after a traumatic brain injury. Because remember, you're hitting your head, and that can cause inflammation and your oxygen levels to drop.
Right.
Some studies suggest vitamin E, not vitamin E, may even help decrease mortality and length of intensive care unit stays for severe TBI patients. I'm sorry, I cannot say my words today.
Hey, that you know what? It's almost like you have a TBI.
Yeah, I'm having a TBI
day. Our
day.
listeners and our viewers will relate with you.
Well, some days I'm fine and other days are like this.
Yeah.
Okay. So, vitamin E, that kind of sounds like that's for people who are new to this game and not people like me and Rob who are like years out. So if you have a newly acquired TBI, that's definitely something for you to consider. Vitamin D, which, I take as part of my multivitamin that I take daily, definitely helps regulate brain functioning, improve immune system functioning, and managing fatigue, which is a common post TBI symptom. And as you and post concussion people land know, fatigue is definitely a thing.
Hmm.
It also has neuroprotective effects, which whatever that means, but I know from a psychological standpoint, it also helps improve mood.
We
But
all
if
need
you
that.
don't want to take a vitamin D supplement, why don't you just go outside and, well, not why don't you just go outside? You could also go outside on a nice sunny day and take a nice walk, and you can get some vitamin D naturally.
Yeah.
Or if you're lucky enough to live near by
A beach?
if you're lucky enough to live by a beach, you could always go spend the day at the beach and get your natural vitamin D that way.
I almost had to beep you.
Beep beep. Omega 3 acids may help reduce inflammation and oxidative stress, which we discussed earlier, commonly happens after hitting your head due to a TPI. And it also helps support brain cell function, which is very much needed.
Oh
You know,
gosh,
we
yes.
need all those healthy brain cells we can get. Um, okay. Creatine helps restore energy levels in the brain, which can be depleted during a TBI. Think of it again, your brain is having to work extra because it got injured.
Hmm.
Um, and it doesn't necessarily work properly. Like, I know after I had my concussion, they had me do, like, I almost felt like I was doing one of those, like, drunk driver, put one foot in front of the other
Yeah.
things. And oh my goodness, I was stumbling like a drunk.
Yes.
Even though I was walking normally, I could not do that, which showed I had some balancing
Yeah.
issues. And, anything you can do to help keep those brain cells healthy
Hmm.
is awesome. Okay, we only have a couple more. Magnesium helps reduce inflammation and improve brain cell function, which again, that's another one that's in my multivitamin because brain cell function is
Same.
super duper important.
Yeah.
Zinc helps reduce inflammation and oxidative stress. So, again, it helps with those oxygen levels. And zinc is also another thing that's commonly found in a multivitamin. So, if you don't want
Right.
to go out and buy a bunch of different separate vitamins, look for a multivitamin that has a lot of these things in it because
Right.
then you're, getting more bang for your buck. Okay. And then the last one I have is curcumin, which is from turmeric. So if you know the cooking spice turmeric,
Hmm.
um, may have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties that can be beneficial for uh, TBI recovery.
Yeah.
Because again, we're trying to reduce the inflammation and increase oxygen flow and improve brain cell um, functioning. If you're not a fan of supplements or medications in general and want to go the more holistic route, you can also look into an anti-inflammatory diet. They recommend that a lot for people that have skin conditions, like I have rosacea, people that have chronic Lyme's disease. It focuses a lot on eating foods that do not cause inflammation in your system. A lot of like excuse me, sorry. I eat a lot of blueberries and strawberries because they have a lot of anti-inflammatory properties, but
Yeah.
we'll post a link below as well on the anti-inflammatory diet.
Yeah. I take a lot of those myself, and especially the vitamin D. But I take the vitamin D3. Is there a difference, or is one better than the other? Do you know? Is that a
Uh
Google moment? We can update people later.
we can quickly I can quickly Google that. I don't mind
You
because
Google that, and I'm going to tell them
you
about.
cut all this out, right?
The Oshawa gummies from Goli. I'm really
Okay.
excited to try these, and I'm so disappointed in myself that I haven't bought these yet. I'm going to do that this week, and they're really not that expensive, so really you don't have much to lose. I don't know if you've heard of the Oshawa gummies. I'll put a picture of it on the screen. Um, there, what I like about these gummies is they don't use a lot of the the junk that you find in like the gummies that you buy on the shelves, where it's all gelatin and food coloring and additives and all that. They use all natural products. There's no gelatin, and it's actually vegan friendly. It reduces stress and promotes relaxation, quality of life, supports quality of sleep, physical performance in healthy adults, which that really doesn't apply to brain injury survivors, but still. And it also has a vitamin D to support the immune health too. So you're getting your vitamin D there as well. And it supports memory and concentration, which is something that I have a big problem with. So I'm excited to try these. I'll keep you guys updated whenever I get these in. Um, and you're going to hear a lot about them if they work. But I've read some reviews on it, and it seems like it really does well. And actually, he says the vitamin D is a general term encompassing two main forms: D2, with something that I can't pronounce, and D3, which has got something I can't pronounce. So D2 is primarily found in plant sources. So you're getting that through your foods, right?
Yeah, and D3 is the form naturally produced by the body when exposed to sunlight. So while both are beneficial for health, D3 is considered more effective at raising and maintaining vitamin D levels.
Mm.
And I just wanted to go back and say one more thing about the gummies, just because my mom's a nurse. So they are FDA registered, so Food and Drug Administration. So I know that might not be everybody's concern, but being raised by a nurse, that's definitely one of my concerns.
Hmm.
Is so they are FDA certified. So,
Yeah, I've always been skeptical of taking the gummies because I feel like you're just mostly taking sugar.
hmm
So yeah, I'll keep you updated whenever I try these because I'm. They have a whole array of gummies, but that's the one that sticks out to me, and that to me speaks more for our audience,
hmm
who is, of course, the caregivers and professionals that watch. They can explore whatever gummies they want. But these are not the ones that make you high. These are just like a multivitamin, just in gummy form. So that's all I had on that. Before I give any other information out, is there anything else that was on your mind?
I just wanted to reiterate again, talk to your doctor before starting any type of vitamin supplement. And then we will definitely have the anti-inflammatory diet posted in the link below. I'm a fan of John Hopkins University, which is out of Baltimore, as opposed to just some random Joe Schmo
Yeah,
website. I always like to go to a medical website. So that's
same.
where that resource will be coming from, will be from John Hopkins.
Yeah. Thank you, Ashley.
You're welcome.
I want to encourage you to visit myliferewired.com. We have updates on the contest that's currently going on. Um, Hercules Candies has not been posting videos the last couple of weeks because they have found that by doing that, that's causing them to sell out again. So they're playing catch up so we can do our live event. So they'll probably post some videos, maybe in a month or so or sooner. Who knows? But they've kind of put a pause on that for just temporarily so they can play catch up so we can do our live event. So keep checking myliferewired.com. We posted a link up there. It just says contest. If you're confused how the contest works, it's spelled out very simply there. I feel that anyone could understand it. So we're looking at potentially by the end of July to have the live event. And our thanks and gratitude so much to the people at Hercules Candy for doing this. We know they didn't have to do it, and the fact that they said, "Yeah, we'll conspire with you." That's or conspire. That sounds like it's something we're. I'm getting the wrong word. Uh, Collaborate. Thank you. I heard you through mental telepathy. So I'm so thankful that they said we'll collaborate with you,
Yeah.
and they're doing this. They didn't have to do it. So thank you so much to all the people over at Hercules. We really appreciate you guys more than you know.
Yeah. So once we have like a date set in stone, we will let you know, as opposed to keep throwing dates out there.
Yeah.
I know that gets confusing, and with the summer coming up, things get busy and we don't want you to miss out. So we will definitely, make sure to keep you posted once we have something set in stone.
Yeah. Also, if you're new here and you've never visited our website, it's not just a place to buy the book that I wrote. There's resources on there. There's a tab called resources. And if you go on there, anytime we find things that are helpful to our viewers, to anyone that is a caregiver or a survivor, we put that information up there so you don't have to recreate the wheel. And then we also have a contact us tab. If you want to be a guest on the program, you just fill out that form. It notifies us, and we get back with you and schedule you to be on the program. So we would love to hear your story, how you've overcome. If you have tips that are beneficial to our listeners, we welcome that as well. So that's all I have. I've bored you enough. Ashley, take us home.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I'm Ashley and thrilled to be back.
And I'm Rob and thrilled to have her back. See you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
Not the end, just re-inspired. This is me, my life rewired.